Yo, what's up? This is John from J Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital of the state, baby. All right, boys and girls. Um, Today is Wednesday, so I'm gonna show you a little bit what's got going on. Um, it's been hot today, so here we go. So these are 3-inch drop spindles for the 86 R10 or C10, ever how you want to say it. So found these on eBay. I kept looking for them until I found the ones that was black, painted black and machined. Ended up getting those. They are for 1.25 inch rotor. Look, there's Hawkins. So that's what I got that. Also, still waiting on a few more pieces to get in with that truck that he's ordered. And then going to do a video on putting 3-inch drop spindles, drop pockets on the front, airbags on the front, 2-link system in the back. I can't remember if he ordered a Watson link or a Panhard bar. Not sure, but doing this, it says it should put the pinch welds close on the ground. All right. So next little thing that came in, this came off Amazon. TIG welding consumables. The reviews was pretty good on that. It's got the glass diffusers and then the other ceramic ones, different ones, new tips, O-rings. I'm not going to get into all that. If you know about TIGging, then you know about all this. The next thing was got these exhaust hangers. They are 9 inches from there to there, because from the end of my pinky to the end of my thumb is 9 inches. So I got these. I can cut them, bend them. That's for the 68 C10. These are also for the 68 C10. These are stainless steel brake line clips. They have gas line and all kinds of stuff. So I bought those. I bought 3 boxes of those. Also, coming in this little handy dandy little package was these bad boys right here. Man, they packaged these really nice. These are the exhaust hanger rubbers. All right, so I got 2 packs of those, so that's 8 of those. That should be gracious plenty on that. There's the other little clips there. Also, I run across this little thing. This is a magnet torch handle, and it was teal, so that goes on my welding table, so that holds the welder stinger and my TIG torch without it falling off. So that's that on that part. So I will get all the part numbers for this stuff, and I will put them down in the description. Okay. Next thing, let's see. Let's take a stroll on out here to the truck. Oh, somebody was asking me, what in the world you got going on? So that's my zipper. I've had this thing for a long time. And I gutted it out. Cleaned it all out. Now I have to redo all this, but it's bagged, notched. There's the air ride. And done all that. I was going to put this behind my 54, but now I'm going to put it behind the square body and paint it to match. So let's walk out here right quick. Man, it needs to rain like super bad. Super bad. This front end here is my favorite. That square body there has an 87 front end, but I have a whole front 86 clip, fenders and all. It is right down there. I got that. So here is the square body. Done the notch kit. I built these here in the shop. I opted with no floor because I'm going to build a false floor and bead roll it and all that good stuff. But that 2-link system goes right here. And this leaf perch comes down like that. The airbag sits here. The bracket sits there. And then, like I said, I don't know if he ordered the Panhard bar or the Watson link. And then this will go all the way down. And this will be pretty this will go pretty easy. And then once that's done, got new brake lines, all new brake lines for it. Then once that's done, I'll take the bed back off, get Carolina Dustless Blaster to blast the chassis, paint the chassis, and then mount the tanks and the airbags, the tanks, the compressors, the train horns, and all that good stuff. But let's take a stroll right over here and show you. Now, you know the 61 box truck, right? So guy wants to keep it forward. So John, the recycle over at Buchanan's Auto Salvage in Sanford, almost in Lillington, he calls me and says, hey man, you need this? And I'm like, yes, I'm on my way. So this is what I got. Bam! 96 or 97 302 GT Mustang 302 50, all the drive on it. I'll take all these pictures. So when I take all this stuff off, I can put it back. Alternator, idler, smog pump. I believe that's the smog pump. Crank, water pump, idler, power steering, AC. So that is that. It was a running, driving car. Had like 145,000 miles on it. But in good conscience, I can't stick this back in that car or in that box truck because you can't really get to it if something was wrong. It's just, I'm going to tear it down, take it over to the engine shop over in Mooresville, have them go through it, check everything, new rings, whatever it needs, goes through it. Give it a clean bill of health, and we'll go from there. And then I'll have this alternator tested. And if it tests out good, then I'll paint this. I'll put a new water pump, check out the AC, just do what it needs to be done. Also, it's has all the intake stuff on it. Has the I don't think those are exhaust manifolds, but maybe somebody put those on. I don't know. Check out. I'll have to measure to see if this thing fits. And I'm hoping I can run this front drive system and not a system where I have to change it. If I have to change it, I have to change it. Also, boys and girls, yes, you are correct. That is a T45. That is a 5-speed manual transmission. Yes, sir. So the thing about it is I can't use that, but I went ahead and got it anyway because you never know, might need to put T45 in something else. So I am looking for, is anybody out there, any of my subscribers, if anybody has or knows where there is an automatic overdrive forward transmission for 96, 97, 302, hit me up because I need it, because the guy wants an automatic in that box truck because you can't get to it. So, but I'm going to bust this apart. I'm going to take this transmission down to Rollover Racing. I'm going to have him to go through it, check it, make sure give it a good cleaning bill of health. And then I'm going to wash and clean it up, and I'm going to put it on the shelf. And then on this engine, going to go from there. Going to keep it simple because you ain't going to be able to see it. I noticed yesterday my buddy Brian over at Crisco's Body Shop did a MSD Atomic 2 fuel injection system, and it looked really, really simple. Even though I got all this plug and this wiring harness, I don't have a computer. So just going to try to do the best, easiest install on this to make it really, really drivable for this guy, because he just wants to get in this thing, hits the switch, crank it up, and drive it. I'd like to put like a little mild cam in it, give it a little bitty rumble, but I got to see if he give me the okay for that, because he might not want it to do da-dum. But that's what I got going on. I'm going to show you this front end again. So, that's the 86, right? 86 front end, all right? And that's Johnny. So this front end right here is an 87, I believe that's what it says. Yeah, I believe it says 87 on the information. I don't like that front end, so I'm just gonna pull I gotta pull the whole front end off anyway to clean everything, to get the engine mounts to set the 5.9 12-valve Cummins in there. And did you say 12? Yeah, I did say 12. I did say 12-valve 5.9. So let's just roll back over here. My sinus, boy, it needs to rain something fierce, boys and girls. Yep, here is the 12 valve right there. It's going in that bad boy right there. And then I'll pull the bed and I'll get Carolina Dustless Blaster to blast all that camouflage off. All right, here's the update on the Mustang front bumper. You know, you can still see a little bit right here. I didn't want to put a lot of bumper bite. I didn't want to put a bunch of bumper bite right here. It's pitted real bad. So I skimmed it, I blocked it, or I sanded it. And then once I'd done that, if you notice, go back and look at some old videos, this thing was rough as a cob, and you can't get this nose. So this is CRE 321. I put a bunch on here. I rolled it out here in the sun after the day it dried, and then I rolled it back in the booth. Yeah, I got a little bit of runs, but I needed coverage. So you can still see, and now I have to go back and sand this bad boy one more time, prime it one more time. I'll tape this up and I'll skim this again, and I'm hoping everything is copacetic on that thing. So with that being said, got a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving parts. One more thing, I'll give you an update on 68. I know I've been on here a little bit, so let me show you what's going on with this thing. Ordered these wheels for a stock rear end for a 68 C10. Talked to the manufacturer. I said, this is what I want. I want 20s. He wants 20s on the back, 20s on the front, blah, blah, blah. What offset does he need? This is the tire he wants to run. And they said, okay, great. Bought the wheels. They sent them. I had the tires put on it, put the tires on it. It's been on the rolling chassis for a while now, but the bed was never put on the truck. Went to put the bed on the truck, bed would not fit. I was like, what in the Sam world is going on? Next thing you know, so I get it on the lift, pick it up, start looking around. I take the tires off, get the tires off, put the rims back on, put them up, and this is what's happening. You see that, boys and girls? The offset is wrong. Now, Jay has a lot of options. One, cut all this out and tub it. It's nay on the nickname. Not doing that because all this has been done. This has been line X'd. And, excuse me, Automail Direct does sell 4-inch wider tubs. But who pays for that? Who pays for that going in that? So it goes back to the wheel. So reached out to the manufacturer, told the manufacturer what was going on. They said it should fit. And I said, well, the frog shouldn't bump his wings. They said, it should fit. I said, yeah, it should fit. But you know what? If a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he hopped. Now, would he? It don't fit. So they said, do this for me. Put a string line on the inside of the wheel tub. Put a string line down and measure from the face of the string to the face and give us that offset. I did both sides. Now, this wheel's loose, of course. I did this side as well. And then run the string and measured. I said, it is a stock width rear end. Stock width. Now, I did also think, well, maybe these perches was put in the wrong place when the rear end was built. So double check that. Double check that. That is right. So check all that could be wrong. The rear end can't be shifted left to right because it can only go in one way once these perches are bolted. I mean, it can't shift left and right. You know what I'm saying? It can't. I mean, it can a little bit, but it can't shift that much. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm waiting on for the wheel manufacturer to get back with me, see what we can figure out, and go from there. Because the wheel manufacturer did suggest, well, you know, you can run wheel spacers. I said, you're correct. But I'm not running wheel spacers with a 1,000 horsepower 6.0 5-speed transmission. Ain't happening, boys and girls. So it's like Crisco's Body Shop says, Mama, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. So for everybody out there that's not in this world, that when you're on the outside and you're looking in, you go, oh, them boys make it look easy. No, dog, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. It's like juggling cats. It's like juggling cats. So if we didn't, if we didn't love this, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But I love my job. I love the challenge every day. It's like chess, not checkers, baby. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to go because it's going to get warm and it's already getting sticky. I already feel like a piece of saltwater taffy. If you stuck with me this long, hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. And if anybody out there has an automatic transmission, and you don't live in Alaska or something, and you within driving distance, old J-Dog here, I'll come get it. I appreciate you. Remember what I said, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while it's sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, some chicken grease. I'm out.